Episode 5, The Wife in the Mirror, From House Help to a Multimillionaire. The wedding was small, private, and quiet, but the storm it left behind was anything but. Elena stood in front of the mirror, now wearing a flowing ivory dress with lace sleeves, her braids falling gently down her back. She didn't recognize herself. This was not the scared house help who arrived with cracked heels and trembling hands. This was the wife of a wealthy man, the mistress of the mansion. But the mirror couldn't show what was breaking beneath her skin. Daniel entered the room quietly. He placed a soft kiss on her shoulder and whispered, "You're safe now." She wanted to believe him. But outside that room, a war was still raging. The staff had turned cold. Auntie Ngozi had quit the morning after the wedding. The gardener no longer greeted her. The driver smirked when she passed. Everywhere she turned, silence followed her like a shadow. Then the messages started again. Notes under her pillow. Whispers in the hallway. Scratched words on the bathroom mirror. "She will never be one of us." One night, Elena walked down the hallway and heard Daniel's voice, low, angry, and sharp. She stopped. Leaned closer. "I don't care what the board thinks," he snapped. "She's my wife. If they can't respect that, they can resign." A pause. "No, Grace has nothing to do with this anymore." She left. She made her choice. The call ended. Daniel emerged from the study and saw Elena. He hesitated. "You heard?" She nodded. He exhaled and took her hands. "They don't like that you came from nothing. That you were a house help. They're judging me for loving you." "Then why do you keep fighting them?" she asked softly. He looked into her eyes. "Because I'd rather lose everything than lose you." She melted into his arms. For a moment, they were just two people against the world. But the world wouldn't stay silent. That weekend, Elena hosted a brunch. Society wives attended. Well-dressed, manicured, sharp-eyed women with condescending smiles. They called her dear and sweet girl with sugary venom. "So how did you two meet?" one asked, swirling wine. "I worked here," Elena said truthfully. A glass clinked too hard. One woman chuckled. "Well, from kitchen to queen. Isn't that inspirational?" Laughter. Elena smiled politely. But her hand trembled slightly as she poured tea. In the kitchen, she sank to her knees. Tears spilled. The chef avoided her eyes. No one offered a hand. That night, Daniel found her sobbing in the garden, the place they once nurtured together. "Maybe I don't belong here," she whispered. "You belong wherever you stand," he said. "But if this place hurts you, we leave." "Leave? I'll sell the house. We'll start somewhere new. This is just walls and furniture. You're my home." She cried into his chest, knowing she had found something more than love. She had found loyalty. But not all ghosts were buried. Late that night, Daniel's phone buzzed as he slept. Elena reached for it. Message from Grace. "He's lying to you. He always has. Come see me if you want the truth." An address followed. She stared at it, heart pounding. The next day, she went. A modest apartment. Paint peeling. A woman in a robe opened the door. It took Elena a second to recognize her. Madame Grace. Grace looked thinner, bitter, aged by something deeper than time. "I knew you'd come," she said, turning her back. Elena stepped inside cautiously. "What do you want?" "To set you free." Grace poured wine and sat down. "Daniel, he has a type. Vulnerable. Needy. He lifts them up, saves them, until he doesn't." Elena stiffened. "Why are you telling me this?" Grace leaned in. "Because once I was you. I was the help. He married me too. Made me queen. Then the pedestal crumbled." "That's a lie," Elena whispered. Grace laughed darkly. "Then ask him why his first wife died. Ask him about the girl before me. Ask him why he's never allowed you upstairs, room 6. Elena's breath caught. Room 6 has always been locked. "Yes," Grace said. and now you know why. Elena left without a word, 1,000 storms in her chest. That night, while Daniel slept, she stole the key from his drawer. She moved through the silent hallway like a ghost, heart thundering. She unlocked room 6. Dust. Darkness. And then, a faint smell. Old perfume. Photos on the wall. A dress hanging. A diary. She opened it. He promised he'd never hurt me again. Today he locked me in for the first time. If you find this, I'm sorry. Elena dropped the book. Behind her, the door creaked. Daniel stood there, face unreadable. Elena, he said, voice calm. Too calm. You lied to me. She whispered. I protected you, he said, stepping closer. She stepped back. From what? He reached for her. She ran. Down the stairs, through the hall, into the night, barefoot, breathless. She didn't stop until she reached the garden. Her safe place. But it felt different now. Like something sacred had been broken. She turned. He wasn't behind her. Only silence. Only wind. Only her. And as the dawn broke over the garden, Elena knew she would never be that helpless girl again. No matter what secrets lay buried in marble and glass, she would survive. And she would fight. Even if the war was now inside her own home.